my boy to my right, DJ H2O.
Yeah. What up, y'all?
And the other boy, Crispy Brown. All right, we're going into another episode here. We have a lot to talk about. Lots happening in the news these days, sports, entertainment. Get into some news. First on the docket, that's been in the news, especially locally. We're going to keep it local. Want to get off?
Okay, so we're going to go local first?
Keep it local.
All right.
Let's celebrate the Blue Jay threat. We've been a threat the entire year. This is 1 year that you really can't count us out. I do believe that, I know I'm going to sound, listen, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. I don't care. I'm not a Blue Jays fan through and through, but I'm going to support this team. I was a Blue Jays fan back in the Joe Carter, John Olerud, Henderson days, right? That's when I was a diehard. Kind of wavered off, but to see the passion there again, and to see the love for the team back in the city there again, I'm rooting for them and I want them to go all the way. I really do believe in them. Right?
I'm still a fan. Obviously, I want them to win. I'm not, obviously, not like those types. Like, I can't tell you all the guys in the roster or anything like that now, but obviously, I'm a Toronto guy. I want them to succeed. I want them to win. Yeah. And Leafs.
Let me tell you something.
Hold on, Leafs. Organization. I'm not even talking to the players.
Raptors have it underneath their belt.
And I know you guys are all under the same kind of umbrella, that MLSE umbrella, whatever it is. But do you see how Batista time, right? The big home run and stuff. Jays are up there. We've fallen off and have come back up. But when they fell off, no one was coming to the games. It was empty. People were coming to the games, yes, no one was saying no one.
Yeah.
But you weren't packing the house. Definitely not.
No.
Like now. And look what happened. They had to put a product out there that would win and bring people back into the seats, and look, it's happening.
Yeah.
Leafs, why are you guys not doing that?
Well, you spoke on it before.
You know what? Sorry. No. I'm sorry. Organization, but no. You know what? No. Fans, I need to talk to you guys because you see how you guys.
You might step up.
No. But you see how you guys stop supporting the Jays. How you would stop supporting the Raptors if they're not winning. You're not really going to, not stop supporting them, but you're not going to come to the games.
Yep.
You're not going to give your money in that way, right? Like extra money. TV, you're already paying for TV, so it's okay if you watch it. You're not really giving it to them directly in that sense. But when you go to the game that you're paying for that directly, you stop going to Jays games and look what happened. Why don't you stop going to Leafs games? Stop.
But we know that's not going to happen.
I'm not saying don't watch.
What's not going to happen? Watch
from home. Why do you have to go to the game and they still putting out the same product every year? So we're fighting to get out of the first. That's the big. It's like you won a Stanley Cup getting out of the first round. We don't want that. We don't want that.
So I'm asking you, what are you suggesting? Are you trying to say that you're trying to force management's hand?
I'm not forcing management's hand. Management is doing what's being. So it's like shown to them. If I'm management and I can put this product every year, the same product, right? I'm only paying this. Okay, I pay this amount. Yeah. This is the product I'm putting out there, and you guys are willing to pay this amount for the same product I'm basically giving you every year, and I can raise the price and you're still going to keep paying it. Why do I need to change it? You should. I'm not saying you should, but in a business sense, right? Yes, money's put in against certain players, but if I don't have to do anything more or really change anything, and you're going to keep coming, eventually, I can't blame the organization. Their factors to get money. They're getting the money. Yeah. Yes, you want to win. Yes, an organization will want to win, but at the end of the day, you need the money. If the money's coming, you're going to still have the product. Yeah. It's not to say you have to win to keep the product. Like you have to be a champion, the top team to bring in people. They're bringing in money regardless. So why would they stop doing that? Now, if the fans stop going saying, listen, until you guys bring us a Stanley Cup or put a team that's showing us they're going to get to the Stanley Cup, we can't do that. But just thinking about it now, I guess it is kind of hard. They are winning in a sense, right? It's not to say they're not making the playoffs and we're still going to the games. They're still doing enough. So I guess it isn't a hard spot for the fans, but
So
at the end of the day, I think the fans. I think with the Leafs, the fans are in a control, but I don't think they really see it. Like, don't stop going to the game. Show them that, hey, we're not going to give you that money. We're not going to give you seat money. We'll give you. You can take the TV money, whatever, but we're not going to give you seat money until a proper like you guys are winning. It's a good product because it's not. The only thing with the other teams that I give is that they did fall off. They dropped, right? The Raptors were champion, but then they dropped, right? A little bit. Yeah. The Leafs never really dropped. They make the playoffs every year. It's just not getting out of the first round. And when they did, now they did. Yeah. Now it's the second round they got to get at, right? So I guess it is kind of hard, but Leafs, you got to do something, guys.
To me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but to me it sounds like you're low-key suggested, and I could be wrong, that the fans kind of boycott a little bit. That's a strong word.
Yeah, but it's not boycott. But yes, you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not saying don't support the team. Sure. I'm not saying cut all ties from the team. Yeah, just start feeding the money at the seats. Stop going to the games all the time. Mm-hmm. And that's why I guess it's hard because it's not a bad product in the regular season. They're winning. Mm-hmm. They win games. They do what they're supposed to do in the regular season. So I guess it is kind of hard for fans to not show to the games, right? Because it is a product. They are winning. It is a winning product. Yeah. It's just not getting to the ultimate win that we want. That's the only hard part we got to figure out.
Right. And I think we kind of alluded to when we were talking about the Raptors winning their championship. So the Raptors, obviously the Leafs won back, in the 60s or whatever, which is been donkey odd years now.
The 67, I think it was.
Yeah.
Something like 63, whatever it was.
But since the Raptors won a few years ago, if the Blue Jays do pull this off this year, Leafs, time's ticking. And even when I say that time's ticking, even when I say time's ticking for you guys to win, the fan base will still be there. Yeah. Right? But it's like, it's more added pressure now. It'll look more, obviously we're all going to be supportive because it's a Toronto team. We're supportive of the Toronto Blue Jays, the Raptors, Leafs, whatever. But it looks more of a black eye on the Leafs if these teams are still winning. Oh, yeah. And the Leafs haven't won since 67.
This will be a third championship for the Jays since.
And they won it back to back.
And these teams weren't before the Leafs. These teams came after the Jays were created after the Leafs. The Raptors were after the Leafs. Yeah. And now, yes, okay, overall the Leafs have whatever amount of titles.
And again, we're putting it.
But since then, and these implements of other teams have come into your city.
Toronto FC
haven't won.
Do you know Toronto FC?
TFC has a title.
Yeah?
Yeah, they won one year. Argos has a few titles.
There you go. So listen, like I said,
Leafs won. So.
Leafs, you're on the clock.
Come on, guys. Go Jays, go.
What do we got next?
We're going to the next big topic that's out there. Talk about Miss Cardi B and Miss Nicki Minaj.
This one. Usually I talk about these things in extent, but I'm going to breeze them really quickly. Honestly, they're both at the top of their games lyrically. They are what the younger generation look up to, especially the female generation, what they look up to as artists. Unfortunately, their rap lyrics are not what I would want my daughter rapping about.
I don't say that. I don't think the male lyrics are the same.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Right? However, we can't discount or take away the fact that they are representing what this generation of youth act, talk, how they are, right? So, in that aspect, I respect them both as artists. The beef going back and forth is all good in playing games, and it's all part of the genre in general. But when you start talking about kids, that's when it gets a little bit too far. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, a lot of people were saying, "Then what about when Jay-Z said something about something on the baby seat, kind of on the baby seat?"
That's baby seat. He's not talking about a child.
Yeah, he's talking about baby seat. I think that's a different extent, like you just said. These girls are going against another kid's looks. The little girl's teeth. And then Cardi did say a line. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was kind of funny. So Cardi B, if you guys don't know, said that Nicki Minaj's son, and I forgot the son's name. My apologies. But Nicki Minaj's son, his favorite color is the number 5. I ain't gonna lie, I had a little smirk after that.
Wait, what? His favorite color is the number 5? Is that what she said? Wait, what? What does that mean? Favorite color is the... It's supposed to be a news young. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means.
So before we should end this because the actual issue is not funny because her son can't. Has a homophone reading, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I should have prefaced that. So my bad. So
Cardi, oh my god, that's Arm's house.
So
but hey, man, if Nicki opened it up, I don't know who went and who first, but listen,
listen, that's kind of what Cardi did. I don't know if Cardi said before or after that. Listen, I'll push your kids' guns back because yeah. So first of all, she's saying she wants to put violence on a little kid. This is how Nicki Minaj talking about Cardi B's daughter because Cardi B's daughter has some gum teeth issues that she's dealt with, and Nicki Minaj put that out there saying, I'll kick your gums back into place. She's talking about a little kid. That I felt was a little bit overboard, right?
She's overboard sometimes, but
she's always overboard to tell the truth. But then when Cardi said the whole thing about your son's favorite color is 5, I ain't gonna lie, I did laugh.
Yeah, even without the context, it's still funny.
I did laugh, but then when I read that the kid doesn't have a reading issue, you know what I mean? I felt kind of bad, but when
you want to be a part of society, that's all part of it too, man. You gotta get made fun of too. I'm sorry. Maybe not from another adult, maybe another kid, another child making fun of you. Cool. Listen, that's what we grew. That's the era we grew up in.
And listen, like I said, you're not an evil person if you laugh, and it's a human. It's a human. If you laugh, if you feel disgusted, if you feel angry,
that's fine too.
It's all human, right? But the obvious first thing to do is smirk.
It's still funny
because it is funny,
color
right?
is fine. But you see, I didn't even know what the context behind it when I was laughing.
Right.
Like it threw me off. Like you said it, and I sat there and I was like, did he really just say what? That's why I had to ask you again. Wait, what? And then he said, I was like, yo, that's funny.
Yeah.
And then the context behind why it does make it even funnier. But I'm not laughing at it as
like no one's laughing at the kid.
That's
right.
I'm not laughing specifically because of the kid.
That's right.
It could have been a grown adult she said that about.
That's right.
And I would die even more laughter because it's a grown adult.
100%.
But it's funny as shit. I don't care. If another kid said that to another kid, it's funny. Like, that's funny. But again, like you're saying, it's
true.
The only reason it's fine. It's fine if you want to beef. It's cool because guys beef. I don't want to get into this. Girls shouldn't, females shouldn't this, or women. Sorry, I don't want to say female. Women shouldn't be beefing. The reason I say they shouldn't be beefing is because again, there's a lot of females, but now that the pool is getting bigger now, or at least being seen more now, that you guys gotta not necessarily band together if you don't like each other. Cool. I'm not saying you have to be friends now just to make women have that unity and stand together. You don't have to like each other. Don't put it out there like this right now. Yeah. You're not like the female rap game, the women rap game. It's easier to say female, but it's still growing. It's still growing, and it's at a point now where it can burst out there. And having these little beasts, especially with your big names, it feeds into all the negative.
But doesn't that help?
All the negative. No, but the negative people that are like, you see, women shouldn't be in the rap game, or women should only stay here. They shouldn't be. It feeds into that because they're gonna just be idiots and be like, look, they can't even get along. Even though males beef, right? There's a bigger pool of it, right? It's like we're saying with the WNBA.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You're so smart. You shouldn't be beefing like the whole with Caitlyn and Reese. Yeah. You have a rivalry, but it shouldn't look like a rivalry where you actually hate each other or whatever. Or if the society is making that image, show a different side. Like have a thing where you guys are standing together, shaking hands, laughing. But on the court, you go at each other. Yeah. That's what it should be. The rap game's a little different, but all I'm saying is keep that quiet. Like you shouldn't have been gunning at each other that hard.
Yeah, that's too much.
Maybe make a 1-2 shot because people know you guys don't F with each other like that all the time, right? So cool, but you don't need to say anything. That's the thing. She dropped her album, don't even say anything. Nicki doesn't even say anything. But remember, Nicki came up in a time where there was no one else. It was really just her. Yeah. So all the other females are either older and were out the game.
Well, when she came up, remember she had a little spiff with Lil Kim, and Lil Kim,
But
Lil Kim.
But see what I'm saying though, Lil Kim is not a new artist. Lil Kim's been in the game and already established. Nicki is the come up. Yeah. So who are you battling? Someone that people are like. I'm a Kim fan all the way, so don't take this. I'm not knocking Kim, but Kim, Latifah, even Lauren,
those are your competitors.
Their time. They're not the hot thing anymore. They'll still make their numbers and stuff. But if their time is going, but it's Nicki's coming up. Who is coming in at the same time? That's what I mean. Yeah. People coming in at the same time. Nicki and Kim didn't come in at the same time.
You're making the same argument that Cardi did. You're saying the exact same thing that Cardi did, actually. It's funny that you're saying that because Cardi said that, Nicki, you're not really coming up the same time that I did. You came up before. Therefore, you shouldn't be competing with them. But is the gap really that small between them two?
I'm saying no. Nicki doesn't even need to compete with anyone. That's what I'm saying. When you came up, there were female artists, but there was no come up artists that were making noise like you, right? It was Nicki, was the rapper, that was it. When others started coming up, instead of taking it as a threat, you should have been welcoming them because there's no one else around you. You were the one they were looking up to. You have the pedestal. So anyone coming up, you should have been jumping on songs with them, bigging them up, being, yo, this girl's nice, check her out. This girl's like, jump on a song with them, put them on a song with you. She took it in a way as like everyone likes to do. Oh, someone's coming up, that means they're gonna take my spots. There's plenty of spots for art. What are we in here? Yeah. Like, no one's telling you it only has to be one person in it. Everyone thinks we need to be here to make. There's artists that you don't know about until 10 years later, and they've been making music for 10 years and you don't know it, but they just blew up to everyone. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. But as I was saying, Nicki was on the top. You weren't battling anybody to get here, right? There was a bunch of people before you. You came, there might have been some names, but they weren't what you had. Yeah. So what you should have done was when others started coming up, you had here, all right, this person's nice.
And that helps your name as well.
Because now it looks like you're supporting, right? Especially with the female game, you're supporting, and no one's saying you even had to put them on a song or even something, but you could have just put out a tweet, oh, boom, 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 they're nice. Leave it at that. No one's gonna be like, oh, damn, just take it. It's only you can allow people to take your spot. Even if people want to say stuff, yo, all right, she's nice, come up. Yeah. Let's do this track together. Yeah. Boom. Even if they are nice, and people start saying, oh, she's nicer than you, but okay, whatever. Let's do a track together. Yeah. You gotta bring the unity, man. We gotta stop the.
I think when it comes to certain people, I mean, I hate to switch genres
let's switch it up.
But it's almost like the Jordan factor, right? I think when you saw cats like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, they see Jordan's up and coming magnitude and what he's having on the game, his impact on the game, and that old rivalry that they used to have. Here comes this young cat in Jordan trying to take over the game, but it wasn't to the extent where, well. With the excuse of Isaiah Thomas, without talking about Isaiah Thomas, my bad. Isaiah Thomas is like a Nicki, but for the most part, Jordan was welcomed by these other superstars. Do your thing in blood. We're gonna come at you hard. Yeah, we're gonna compete hard. So we see that you're coming up. All right, we like that. We like the competitiveness. We're gonna match you, right? Again, with the exception of Isaiah Thomas, because Isaiah and Jordan had their little thing going back and forth. But it's like if you have that top level tier seat. It's easier for us to say. Those things are hard to give up when you're of that competitive nature, right? Yeah. Even the whole Jordan and LeBron thing, you can tell that Jordan really didn't want to give up that GOAT status to LeBron. But he wasn't outwardly saying it, but you can tell when people were talking about him being this and him being this. He kind of said it didn't bother Jordan a little bit.
Yeah, obviously it bothers anyone, but I don't think it's in a sense of like, hey, oh, they're gonna think he's like, my accomplishments are not gonna be seen anymore. They're just gonna say this guy's greater than me, and I did nothing. No, it was more so like, because you know what it was? It was people were trying to diminish Jordan's stats. What he did, because when they like say, oh, he played with plumbers, he played with this, he didn't have no competition, he did that, but we all knew, yeah, because when you're here, this is your competition.
Yeah.
So when they say, oh, he had no, obviously he has no, because he's top. And that's what we're trying to see.
He is the competition.
This is what we're trying to see with LeBron.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be losing to these guys because he's here. Yeah. When you go, oh, he had tough competition. It doesn't matter. He's the toughest. Yeah. Everyone is underneath. So it should look like plumbers underneath him. Yeah. That's why Jordan was the best. Yeah. And we say he was the best. And he is the best because he made everyone under him look like plumbers. Yeah. When you look at the game, that's what you look like. And that's the thing with Nicki. Everyone underneath you should look like your sons or your daughters or your plumbers or whatever it is. Right? You embrace them, but you don't. No one's saying embrace them and be like, here, take my spot. Yeah. No, you embrace, but you don't crush. Yeah. Because at the end, they will keep you up there with you because they've seen the support you gave them. You support 10 rappers underneath you. Mm-hmm. Now your time is whatever, okay, you're done rapping, whatever, but now you say you want to do a project now in the next whatever years. Mm-hmm. You got 10 artists who probably still pop in, maybe, or still have a name, who are willing to help you out. They'll come on your album. They'll help you. You'll get the sales, even if it's because of them, whatever. You'll get it because you were a good person to them on the come up. Yeah. Right now, Nicki, you can drop an album. Who's really going to help you? You can't get it. Because a Cardi and a Nicki, oh my.
They tried. Cardi wanted to do that.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, what track, what song, what album would outsell any rap album that will come if these 4 people were to do an album together? Nicki, Cardi, Kim, Fox.
That'd be fire. That would be fire. That'd be fire. If they can somehow put their egos aside, that would be fine. But that's never gonna happen.
And this is what I'm saying.
Which is sad. Yeah.
These are people who want to talk about the culture, and I'm for the culture. I'm for hip hop. I love hip hop and this and.
If
all 4 of you, I'm the big. Out of all 4 of them, I'm a Kim fan, then a Cardi fan, then probably Fox, and then Nicki.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
or even Fox and Cardi can whatever, but. Yeah. Even Kim, I'm kind of like, someone has to be.
So listen, why in rap that can't be like, so Jay-Z and Nas mended fences, right?
Yeah.
Well, we were anticipating them to do a joint album. How come it never happened? Like, why does something, even though they're cool and they're kosher, something like that, of that magnitude would be amazing.
And this is probably also the reason why they're for them. It's timing,
Fuck timing, man.
No, but it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to just make an album, then you know what? Make the album and done. Fuck sales and what, like...
Sales will come. Sales will come.
Or even say that, saying, listen, we're making this not for, like... We're not worrying about the numbers. We're making this because this is what you guys want. Yeah. You guys want an album. And even if you guys say, hey, we're going to do an album, but we're going to take our time. It's going to maybe take 3 years. Yeah. They'll wait. If you're gonna drop something like some fire, yo, take your time. Okay, maybe not 3 years, but you know what I mean. Like, okay, at the end of the year, we're gonna give you something. You're gonna get something. We're gonna take us sometime, whatever. Yeah. Hey,
I actually do feel, and I see something like this actually coming into fruition. Even with all the things that have been said, they still talk about the kids thing in private, like saying private apologies, but. I do feel that these 2 ladies in the future can actually let bygones be bygones and do at least a song together. Not talk about a whole album.
I'm not saying that would be the more people who can get an album. Yeah. Yes, but with the 2, a song. Even if you do like a 5-song album.
That's stretching.
You know what I mean?
Like just probably a stretch.
Have some features. It doesn't have to just you 2. You can have a song with maybe a 1 Cardi song, a 1 Nicki song, a song with both of them, a song with both of them and some other artists. Yeah. Something like that. You know, I'm not saying it has to be a full, but at least a song would have been, and not a song because it's just like, no, we need to go old school. You're in the studio together making this song. Not a,
send me your
home, because that you don't have to like each other.
That's right.
Whatever, and you're not. And even if you send shots, it's a competitive shots on the track because you're artists.
Wouldn't that be wicked, actually? Think about it.
Yeah.
Instead of doing like a joint Kumbaya type album, all right, cool. Why don't you guys do a joint album? This album. That would be so fire. That would be wicked to see. We're not promoting violence.
No, but if you're gonna do that, do it in a good way, right? Like if you're gonna be a criminal, be the best criminal. If you're gonna do something bad, do it in a good, get something out of it. Because this record has never been done.
Yeah.
So you got that. It's like two people on making an album, going at each other, has never been done.
There's been songs before where it sounds as if someone is going at another person, even though they're doing a collaboration.
The only thing that's been done like that was Kid and Play. Wait, House Party, they have the song in the video, in the movie, remember they were going at each other to battle? They have that on the album.
Yeah, but we know
that's the only thing.
We don't take that seriously.
No, it's not serious, but I'm saying, that's what I'm looking at. Like, you're going at each other. That's what they were doing. They were going at each other. It was a fun way. They dissed each other. At the end of it, they were all cool. But that's what I'm saying. That's what you need. You really don't have that. Yeah. You have someone makes a song, and then someone else makes a song. Yeah, but not on the same track, going at each other.
That would be fire.
And you know it.
Yeah.
Not sub disses were later on, like with LL and Cannabis.
Yeah.
Like they were supposed to go at each other. Cannabis ended up having to change his, but LL kept his. So that's where that stemmed from that, right? No, you both keep it on there, go at each other.
All right, what's next on the docket?